What's going on, American people, truck drivers, fans, loved ones all across the world? You're now tuned into the 18 Wheeler Mafia podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Mafia, and it's quiet ass 18 over there with that Detroit shit on. You understand? But it's all love. Football
One
season,
pride. One
football
pride. That's
season
what
in full effect. You understand?
I gotta show you. You feel me? Can I say something? You know I gotta always say something. I gotta apologize for the actions first that I did about my guys, man. I thought it was funny. Um, and apparently it wasn't. So I'm coming on here as a man today to apologize to anybody that was offended from the video. I took the shit down. I apologize from my heart. For real.
Well,
Our
hold on. We had a lot of hatred comments though.
But that ain't us. That ain't us though. Let them hate. Let them do what they gonna do. We don't hate, man. We try to be funny here, and if we offended you in any type of way, I apologize. I know my guy feel the same way. And there was a lot of hate in there. It was a lot of hate. I wanted to say some shit back, but for me to project the same thing off that you was projecting off on me, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I ain't got no dog in that fight. I should have just not said nothing at all. And I kind of felt it though. I kind of felt what it was gonna be. I'm thinking this shit funny, and it's not. It's hurting people's feelings. I had about 14 DMs. Like, yo, I lost mad respect for you, man. And they was different races. So I apologize. I'm not whatever you felt about it. I'm just gonna say I apologize if I offended anybody.
Hey, so you know my uncle, he played the numbers every day, and the Punjab community, Sheik community, they know I drive trucks. Half of the time I do drive my semi to their store, and go play my uncle numbers. And they all came from behind the counter and asked me, like, how do I feel about the situation? And you know me, I'm always biased. I play devil's advocate, you know what I'm saying, on everything. Because what you do right, it has a consequence, and what you do wrong has a consequence. And in that situation, I just told him straight up, like, hey, I've done it before, but in that situation, I feel like the government finna make an example. And they using that to fuel their political campaigns, to push out an agenda. That
Definitely had
moving
a
forward,
narrative.
let's talk about y'all stealing content. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Y'all can do that all you want to. Y'all stealing other people's content, stealing other folks' code. Let's talk about that.
Hey yo, that was not on the fucking agenda, man. That was
It wasn't, but it had to be known. Go on with your segment.
hey. Y'all do be stealing content though, man. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm gonna put some. Shall we put names on the floor, or should we just let them
The
live?
folk know who they is.
Y'all know who y'all is, but I think this, in all actuality, I want to say this: we are all creators, yes. But when you gotta come and steal somebody else's stuff and like verbatim, no, and you don't give the credit or nothing, that's just plain out stealing. That's You're a carbon copy. You understand what I'm saying? As for somebody who sit here and I get bags under my eyes, I'm making content. I'm making real content, like where this shit take hours. I feel some type of way, like somebody, you know what Erica Badu say? This is my art, and I'm sensitive about my shit. And I feel like when y'all do that, man, it's copyright infringement. I don't care if you call it blue dog shit, like Frank Lucas said. Use your own stuff, man. Use your own tags. Use your own everything, man. Just be original, man.
So
It,
don't be
it sucks.
mad.
It sucks to be you if you got to do that type of shit because people gonna see it and they not gonna follow you, bro. You understand me? They ain't
Don't
gonna
be
follow
mad
you.
when the process server knock on your damn door. serving you that paper because you stealing. And I tie your ass up in the coat room since you wasting my time.
There you go. Now let's get to this. Now you said you've been wanting to say that for a minute because you just threw that shit in. That was that was a curveball. I like that one. Can we get to this though? The topic at hand. I got it written big right here. Ain't no money in the trucking industry no more. Flat the fuck out. How you feel about that? You agree or you disagree?
That's a very tough subject because I know a lot of men and women do feel like trucking gonna get back to the 2020, you know, and it's almost like from 2020 to now, it's like you're a rat chasing the cheese. And when you run the numbers, a lot of drivers are really running numbers out there under $2 a mile, bro. When diesel is at what 415, 389, 425 at the high end, and then you got states like California at $6 or $7 a gallon in certain areas. So I did find out that the closer the oil pipeline running through the United States, the closer the service station is to that pipeline, the cheaper the fuel cost. But for the ones that are in the rural area with these cities and subdivisions and these DCs, a lot of DCs are in the rural areas. And they do that for what reason? I do not know why. It's just how they operate. They keep truck drivers from going inside of the city limits. And the diesel prices are astronaut high, where it's starting to become unaffordable to even manage a truck on today's highway. And especially, and I'm talking about the money side of trucking. Let's leave the political BS behind and talk about the money. When you see your check at the end of the week and that motherfucker say $800, do you feel like what you did is worth it? Do you feel like $800 after you done sacrificed blood, sweat, and tears, making on-time appointments, waking up late, driving countless hours, is the $800 worth what I did for that week? Now, this is on the company side. On the owner-operator side, if you're taking home $2,500 a week as an owner-operator, do you feel like that shit is fucking worth it? Man, that crackhead money, man. Somebody, bro. It's a broken system right now. And I know a lot of content creators, they preach, get you some contracts, yada yada yada. But man, look at the headache. This shit ain't easy no more, man.
So you saying that you saying it used to be easy?
It used to be easy.
What's easy? Describe easy to somebody. If I'm just being the owner operator, I'm thinking it's the end all be all, and you telling me it's easy. Describe easy. What that look like?
Meaning, I could book up my whole week with loads to make profit. Like the truck will make at least about 20 G's, and I probably profit like 14 after all expenses. You know? That was easy. Now, you got to book loads day to day. And then you got brokers, even though you book the load, say means you book the load for 38, right? And that broker will still leave that load up on the load board to see if he can catch another fish. And he may take off a couple extra $100, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got it at 38, but then he go repost it for 28.
And we talking about 100. For all my people, that's 2,800, 3,800.
So he done took a ban off the load again. And it's not even his load. The load may be picking up at a goddamn JB Hunt, Schneider, Landstar load or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's a third party load. And they just evil, bro. And they say broker transparency. That is it though? Is it?
Nah, because they not as transparent. They already done lied from the start. You already said 38 to 28. I want to see if I can get somebody else to get this for a lower amount. And 9 times out of 10, you are, because it's somebody right now that's chasing that dollar to try to keep their company afloat. We all know these people. You looking at one right now, who's talking? I used to, when I got behind, I was like, okay, I'm just desperate to catch a load so I can either get back home or get back to somewhere where I know. Like I'm gonna tell y'all this, just a quick example. Brandon, I had a cool ass broker in Brandon, Mississippi. I think it was Mississippi, Brandon, Mississippi, and easy 3800, Brandon, Mississippi to Detroit. And if I couldn't catch nothing around there, I would try to get something cheap just to get the gas. Now you got where the fuel. You got people that they not doing it just for the fuel, they doing it for their whole company. So they gonna use, like you said, for example, 38 to 27. Fuck it. I just want the money so I could pay my bills and stay afloat. And that's where we at. That's where we at. I just typed in something too, bro, in the AI, and it gave us kind of a idea of what's going on. And I'm looking at this shit, and it got a list of things that, why trucking ain't what it is. And that's like what you just said, bro. You just crossed out like 5 of them. It's literally 10 of them right here. You just crossed out about 4 or 5 of them just off the cuff. And I ain't even tell you that, bro. I just got it sitting right here just for us to have a storyline to go with. And that's how you know your word hold its weight in gold. Shit.
What
It's just
AI say? That's what I want to know. What AI say?
it's a lot, bro. We got another one. Ain't no money in trucking. Why? Because it's poor financial management and cash flow. And the reason why that is
Keyword poor financial and cash flow.
yep. Another one is management, but cash flow is also, it ties into your biggest cost, which is fuel. That's a variable cost, but that's one of the highest costs. When you do move, how much money is you spending in fuel, bro, a day as an owner operator? Do you know?
Probably about $600 a day.
That's crazy. But that's true, right? And that's what people are doing. $600. You damn near spending more than what an average person is making in 3-4 days. And that ties into your cash flow. How was it? Again, another question. See, you threw me with a curveball. I got you. How was it back then when it was good? When you said it was about something? How much was you spending in a day?
About 3.
That's crazy. Now y'all see all these owner operators and shit that y'all see on TikTok and YouTube. Oh, trucking. We tired of the cap because we've been there. I've definitely been there. My guy right here, he's there. He's right there in the midst of the storm, and he getting off right now. He fighting and he getting off. He getting some punches and he throwing some punches, and he telling y'all this is what y'all got to look out for. So we don't want to hear that owner operator stuff. I don't want to hear it because you're leading people down the wrong path.
So what
Another
do?
one.
Hold on. You said you don't want to hear that owner operating stuff. What to do?
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah, what to do?
If you're an owner operator right now, you should sit your fucking truck down until the rates get better, until you could come up with a better strategy.
So what about the ones that financing their truck?
You in deep shit.
What they subsidize to? They subsidize to what's on the load board, right?
Yes, you being a slave in your truck right now because you're fighting to stay afloat. You're fighting to stay afloat. You have no option but to run that truck. And if you don't know what you're gonna make and you just fishing off the load board, you really up shit's creek without a pedal, man. That's what my grandma said. I'm just keeping it real. Just imagine you already can't go to sleep, but then when you wake up, you hit the dashboard early in the morning. You the first one there, and you see shit loads that you're trying to tie up, and it's not working. Now you trying to beat the person that's going the lowest on the low. They willing to accept anything. It's a shit show out there.
So you
And
think,
I haven't. Go ahead. I'm
you
sorry.
think by jumping around from, let's say, heavy haul, tanker, flatbed, Conestoga, specialty freight, do you think it's more money? Or you think, oh, they just trying to move around to pacify bullshit?
I'm gonna say this. This is just from my opinion. Anybody can challenge my opinion. Feel free to in the comments. We always read the comments. Matter of fact, bro, before we get to that, can we get a phone line for the people, bro, so they can call in and leave messages? Why not?
Who gonna answer?
I'm going. I answer. Shit. I answer. I love it. I love to engage with my people just to see. I love the streets, just to see what the streets talking about. The interstate. Hey, that was a trash episode, man. You need to get better.
A phone line.
Phone line. We need to hook a line up to the people so they can get in touch with us 24/7.
If we get 30,000 subscribers, yeah, we can get a phone line.
Between now you gotta be more and you gotta be more direct.
All right, matter of fact, you got to the end of October. 30,000 subscribers, and we'll open up a phone line where you could call in directly. Questions, concerns, comments, whatever.
And we'll read them off one by one. If we can get to every one by one on every episode, then that's what it is. But let me get back to your question. So I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like the money is going other places. Now that we see that the farms are the go-to people as far as reefer division and the drive-in division, you know, the prices of everything is going up. Everybody want to get food now before the price go up. Everybody is on them farms. So anybody that's getting milk and stuff like that, tanker, milk, y'all know what I'm saying? Refrigerator loads, your fruit, your vegetable, all of that stuff. That's where everything going. But it's still not adding up. So I don't know, bro. I don't do heavy haul flatbed, so I don't know. That's construction and other things like that. I don't know how that market is doing or that sector. A lot of people I see switching over to different sectors.
So you think just the box freight is all trash?
I just came out of there, bro. I'm only reading from what I'm seeing, and you know that's me all day. Reefer division and the drive van. What I've been seeing and how I've been talking to the broker, the dispatchers and the brokers and the company that I'm with. Hell yeah, you getting 7,000, 8,000 to run a load from Nogales, Arizona to New Jersey. About time fuel hit that. What you down to? And you got to pay your driver. What you down to? And you got to pay dispatch. 7,000, 8,000, 6,000.
To go how many miles?
I don't know how many miles. What is it? 2,600, 20, 23, 24, 2,500. Let's say New Jersey, right? So you getting paid $2, and that's all. I'm telling y'all the truth. Now add this shit up. You getting paid $2.20, 30, 40
It's
cents.
318
Okay, 318.
a mile.
That's good, right? Right. Because we got fuel. We got fuel cost, and you gotta pay your drivers. You gotta pay your dispatcher.
So out of the 2,000 miles, let's say you can get 1,200 miles off of one fill up, right? So let's say $800 minus out of the 7,000.
62.
62, right? And you're gonna need extra diesel for to cover for the other remainder, depending on your MPGs or your truck. So you got to work that math in order to find out. By the end of the time you spending, let's say it's $1,800 gone out of that 7,000. Then you may have lump of fees, you may not. Is what
Your driver.
4,200 now?
Tolls.
You spending 500 in tolls off the giddy up.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, it's cool if you can do that a couple times a week, but this is a numbers game. And I feel like if you got multiple trucks, you can make it work. But you're gonna also have multiple of the headache, tires, and all of that stuff happen, and you got drivers who don't want to do that shit. And you also got the time, because now you got when you booking these loads, you trying to get there as fast as possible, safely though. Now they putting extra time on shit. So now you got a 5-day load going from A to B. You sitting there and your reefer running. So now you got to put more fuel in there because you done got there a little earlier. So, it's just this game, man. It's not it's not gaming no more.
So do you really feel like the ELD helping the industry or what?
That's a good ass question. And for my answer, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't care how controversial it is. I feel like we all should be out here and just run. For real. Only you can keep track of your time, how you manage your time. But people, they manage their time so poorly, you'll be out there chasing the load because you trying to hurry up and get the money. You ain't gonna get the damn money. Or you get the money and everybody's life is at stake because you tired driving. I've been one of those drivers before where I'm tired as hell and I'm trying to get the money. But all you do is make more mistakes and more mistakes and more mistakes. That's it. You ever went the wrong way and had toes in the middle of that shit? Like it's all jacked up, man. It's all jacked up. Even the high, it say right here too, high and rising insurance premiums. People can't even get insurance no more, and if they do, it's high. You got a driver that's coming in fucking shit up on the first pull, second pull. It's crazy. Getting tickets because they speeding, trying to get to the load. So as far as the ELD question, man, I think we should just be out here. They, like the old truckers say, pencil whipping. Let us use the books again.
I don't think the older truckers are here no more, bro.
Yeah.
I think right now the trucking industry is up under the gun of the new generation, bro. Which is the foreign drivers and the people who don't want to drive 500 and 600, 700 miles. Everybody, they want to get their little $1,200 a week and go back to their apartment or wherever they renting from, and finance this and finance that and pay their little bills and then jump back in on the truck to make more money and eventually, your health,
Mm.
stress of life jump on your ass. Until eventually, it's you end up tricking yourself out of your license, doing dumb shit on the road because you're trying to be so time management and proficient in trucking. You start putting shit at risk. Trucking, to me, be honest with you right now, I think it's slowly but sure. After 2028, this what you like the most. Them autonomous trucks gonna be on the fucking road.
Can we
You know
talk about
why?
that for a second?
But I got a feeling it's coming. I feeling the robots are gonna take over the trucking industry because of human errors. The humans can't get the trucking industry right. It's too much safe calls. Now it may be some instances because it's a lot of cities and towns that are in rural areas that a semi don't have access to, or it's complicated, especially in the wintertime, to get a robot truck up there and make these deliveries and these multi stops. Now it's like every other day, like you starting to see these Dollar General drivers overworked, underpaid tremendously. They crashing out, and they have a high turnover rate. You starting to see multiple companies taking on Dollar General, Family Dollar, making these runs. That's come on, man. Y'all want me to unload? Let's look at the demographics of the situation. To unload a floor-loaded 53-foot trailer by hand in adverse weather conditions in the elements now, you's a dumbass.
And you ain't getting compensated for your work. At least give a motherfucker $50 an hour, then you'd be excited to go to work and a little bit of incentive on the side. But you killing yourself out there. You right, bro. Like
if you doing that shit and not bringing home 3 bands a week, use a dumb ass. Because I know you're doing at least out of the 7 days of the week, you probably doing it 3 or 4. But if you doing that for less than $3,000 a week, you need your ass slapped, dog. And wake up and smell the motherfucking coffee. Damn, I told my aunt I was gonna stop cussing. But you need your ass whooped.
But no, look though. I used to work for Kroger, right? He telling y'all the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a quick story. I know y'all love the stories. I used to work at Kroger. I worked there. I'm gonna tell you how long I worked there. Got the job. I needed it. I did that too, but I drove the truck. I was a lot older. I got in there. I needed a job. I said, okay, cool. First stop. We did the training and all that. First stop, first day on the job. We pull up. I'm used to over the road. Doc, hit the bump. Boom, okay, bam. They open the doors. I'm getting ready to chill. He told me, what you doing? I'm chilling. He said, put your shoes back on. We got to go take the stuff out the truck. We got to do what? We got to take the stuff back out the truck and unload. No. I said, how much I'm getting paid? $1,000 a week. No, I'm straight. This joint has 7 stops on it, and we had to do that. That was gonna take 12 hours to get $200 a day. Not even that. Before after the taxes hit it, I'm straight. Like Mafia just said, use a dumbass. Just in one lumping fee, y'all know what lumpers charging $300 just for that. Like, you think I'm about to drive the truck and lump the truck and put the stuff up? I'm straight, man. I'm not doing it. And y'all should have the same fucking thought too when you bagging up to these spots. No, we're not doing that. Sorry. Or you got to pay.
I made a delivery to the Dollar General DC, bro. And they had so many companies. Now, this day and age, they got buku companies there that got contracts with Dollar General. CR England was one of them. Warner, Arca, and another mega carrier was there. And them jokers are rolling out in teams. Especially at CR England, they had teams. And you look up under the truck, they got all these rollers, they got all these goddamn scaffolds and shit. I'm just like, ain't no way, dog. They don't pay enough. Oh, but you get good exercise and fit. Man, that shit brings on a lot of fatigue. Especially, you done unloaded 2,000 boxes and you still got a second delivery. Your ass gonna at the wheel and hurt somebody, man.
You're gonna be hurting yourself.
And then hold on, let's talk. We ain't talk about a lot of these places ain't got no good access points. For you to take a 53-foot up in the Dollar General, then turn it around, then cut it back, then angle it by the goddamn door, just to be inside the back of the trailer for 3-4 hours, you's a dumbass. You wasting your time. It's time for people to look at the trucking industry for what it is.
What is it?
It's a tool. It's a monopoly tool. Get in, get what you're gonna get, and get the fuck out.
But what if you wanted to get everything? What if you came in and you wanted to be a fleet owner?
That's when greed gets involved. And you know what happened to people that get greedy? People that mismanage funds and people that take everything for granted. Oh, I'm gonna keep on trucking. Now you know it. You look up, you've been doing that shit for 20, 30 years. And what you got to show for it? What you did with your life. Because you damn sure ain't open up no company. And even if you did, you just still running your one truck. You tricked all that money off helping other folks.
Amen.
But it's an eye opener. Trucking is an eye opener. And for the newcomers who's going to these Knights and Swifts and CR Englands and joining, come on, man. It's good. Welcome aboard. We want you out here. But at the same time, also build yourself an exit plan. The moment you start taking trucking for granted, your ass being trucking for too damn long. Now, what you then after that, after 2-3 years, you start being a company hoe. Tell them what a company hoe is.
You want me to tell them about the gunline boss? Hey, listen, man. You jumping from company to company to company to company. Have you ever heard of that person that just be like, every time you call them, they like, yeah, man, this job ain't working out. But why it ain't working out? Because the pay, they chasing the pay. That's a company hoe. A company hoe is chasing the sign-on bonus because it's 5,000 over here, not knowing that they not gonna never see that 5,000 because they gonna give you 50 here, 100 here, 150 here, but you got to meet certain points, certain quotas to get that 5,000. By the time you look up, you ain't even got it. Now you tired of this company. Now you going to this company because they the livest one on the chat. They the livest one on TikTok. Oh, they paying what a mile? Let me go ahead and go over there. Do. Now you calling them. Yeah, I need a job. Okay, boom. By the time you look up, you's a hoe. You done slept with about 4-5 companies. Now the next company is the real one that you really should have been with. And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna look at your resume and they're gonna say, damn, why have you never committed? You never committed. It's like a real hoe. You never committed to one company. What's the problem? You're gonna say money. You're a company hoe. Nobody want to be with a company hoe because there's no commitment, there's no loyalty, and that shows a lot. So don't be that person. Don't be that driver. Just to all my new drivers. There is a word for that. You being a floozy.
Bro, you got construction workers, you got pipe fitters, you got people in other industries are making just as much more money as it is in the trucking industry. And they go home to their family every day. My buddy called me, oh, my check $2,600 a week. How many hours you work? I work $14 a day. 14 hours a day? Yeah. Oh, I get $160 a day per diem and all kind of special benefits and incentives. So it's money out here. The thing is, everybody, the trucking ain't what it used to be. Or like a quick come up. You can use this as a quick come up. Hell no. The brokers are the ones making the monies. It's becoming a point where it's stressful. And you have a lot of people leaving the industry.
Yeah.
Leaving
That's
the
what they
industry.
that's what they gonna do. They the OG. These are the OGs. The ones who leaving because they know what they know their worth. Whether they're an owner operator or a fleet owner, or they just simply a driver that love to drive. And they've been in it with millions of miles under their belt. They threw their towel in on this shit. They got what they can get out of it. Now they telling us like, yo, this ain't it. So we had this last wits of, you know, the profit. We know what we doing. I hope y'all know what y'all doing, right? That's all I gotta say.
What you was gonna say?
That's all I got, bro. Cause it just I feel some type of way, bro. Because trucking has treated me well, right? And I think it was only well for me because I've got to a point to where I'm no longer. My goal is just to get out of my situation, and that's probably a lot of y'all goals is to get out your situation. But in trucking, you see, there's a point where you get out your situation, and then you start going stagnant because this shit is not in our odds right now. It's not in our favor. I don't hear nobody talking about they buying no more trucks or adding new trucks
You don't hear no. You
unless
don't
they
hear
already
no.
up. If you already up, you up. If you already, I know somebody right now that's buying trucks, but he buying them by the fives. He buying a nickel. He buying a 10-pack of trucks, and then he putting people to work. Now his game is the numbers game because if he sent 5 trucks here and 5 up there, he gonna be good. Sure, 4 might go, 1 might have problems, but he playing a numbers game. When you plan it like that, it's cool. But for us, 1 truck, 2 truck, 3 trucks, even up to 5 trucks, you just praying that something happens in your favor so you can prolong your lifespan in the trucking industry. And I love to tell people to get into it, bro. But right now, it's like if you ain't got shit going on, yeah, get your CDL. But if you have aspirations on being an owner operator right now, I just say just chill, man. For real, for real. Just chill and just see how everything gonna go. I'm not saying it's gonna go sideways, but it's a good probability that it is, man. Yeah. What you over there thinking about? Bro over there, he pissed. Phone ringing. He pissed right now. He about to tell y'all something. What else do we got? Excessive deadhead miles. That's another thing that's killing off the profit. Are you seeing that as an owner operator, bro? Going too far to
Yeah.
pick up. So what would you recommend? What would you recommend the furthest a person go to pick up a load and deadhead?
But they really get you, dog. Especially going to Montana. It's certain parts like going to Mississippi. I hate going to Mississippi. You gotta, because if you go to Biloxi or Meridian, Jackson, you good. You able to catch something coming out. But 9 times out of 10, it ain't no guarantees. Especially in Alabama, certain southern states, ain't no guarantees. Montana ain't no guarantees. Idaho ain't no guarantees. Ain't no damn companies up there for real, for real. And people want to say, oh, the Midwest is the money land back to the East Coast. Yeah, now granted, that's a great theory, but look how many people got the same mindset as you. Everybody want to run to Texas. Yeah, because Texas has a lot of goddamn freight. And the brokers know that. So they can, what you want, take another driver will. F you, have a nice day. And that's what makes it a dog eat dog situation. Me personally, I think they should do away with the brokerage system. Start letting people deal in-house. In-house shippers and receivers got to deal with that.
So now you're gonna have an influx of people that's trying to go and undercut. Like, I could do this. How much they doing this? That's all it's gonna turn out to be. How much they doing this for? I do it for this. All right, boom. Now
They
you ain't
doing it. Brokers call the same companies each and every day, asking to get their business. Like Walmart. What is the other company?
Sam's Club, Costco.
Yeah.
Kroger.
Not them. Like Planet Peanuts. Brokers call, hey, can I speak to your shipping department? Oh, who do you guys using right now? Oh, we using TQL. How much percentage they're charging you in? Yada yada yada. Well, if you need any freight move, give me a call. I got about 100 to 200 drivers on my team. They have to sell themselves. I don't know if you ever sat down and talked to a broker who's capitalizing off the trucking industry right now. But I've talked to 3. And every last one of them jokers are worse than a damn lawyer in a courtroom, boy. They all thieves. And the way they look at it is like, well, who cares? You know, I got 20 loads this week, and I made $500 off of each damn load that I stole from drivers because he don't know the market, or he don't know the geography portion, or he didn't underbid it himself going to the Poconos or something. Bro, don't give a damn long as you get that freight move. You know? But they're thieves. There's no such thing as a good broker, bro. Now, the thing what comes is that is if he go outside of the contract and there's some extra shit added on that's unforeseen, then he gotta pay you.
Like what? Give us an example.
Overweight, extra pallets, wait times, shit that's unforeseen. I'm gonna make you pay for that, and I'm gonna charge you the high. You know, my layover fee is $500. I don't know about you, and you're not finna offer me no goddamn $250, $150 layover fee neither. I need $500, dog. Well, I'm sorry, I don't have that much money in the load. Well, that ain't my fault. How you want it? My accountant be sending you an invoice to get this paid. If not, take this shit off my truck right now.
It just seemed like everybody trying to fuck off everybody. Because look at that. You got whoever has the advantage is the one that's doing the fucking. Excuse my language. Look at the broker. You just said it. Now you as the owner operator it's in your advantage. So now you say, look, give me 500 because guess what? I'm sitting here too long. And then now he on the next driver, guess what he gonna do? Since he had to fork that out to you on the next company rather who book a load, guess what? He's going to make up for that 500 he done lost because he's only a hustler at the end of the day. We all fucking taking out of each other's mouth here. Even the drivers, they want extra for sitting down. They want extra for layovers. They want extra for that detention. They want extra to clean up the shit that they left in the truck. They want extra. Everybody want extra in trucking because they know it's some type of money being made. So guess what? Ain't no money in this shit because everybody is a shark right now. Everybody is sharking right now. Everybody. Even the goddamn mechanics. They know once you get your shit in the shop, your ass is goddamn grass, buddy.
My thing is this: what's killing us is the contract freight. Like I feel as though Swift, JB Hunt, Knight, these mega carriers, I feel like they shouldn't be able to post loads on the load board if you already got drivers, you know. But they're able. What that was week before last, I took a load from where Stevens Transport, and it was one of their contract. And I tried to get the lady to come up about another $380. Oh no, we don't. And so by the time we got into it, I got frustrated with it at all. I said, well, shit, we just had one of your fucking other drivers, your company driver take the shit then. Take the shit down off the load board if you're trying to lowball somebody. And she hung up in my face.
Because she knew that man, when you got the power like that, you ain't got to really bow down to nobody. You got to talking crazy to her, guess what? I ain't got to talk to you no more because I know somebody else about to either call me for this or I'm about to just give it off to one of my people. That's all that shit is. It's so many things that's going on in the trucking industry right now that's not against the odds. We shooting dice with the same numbers on multiple sides. And when you shoot like that, you playing with trick dice. You got all these odds against you. You having a roll right now. I'm sure you're going to have a bad one. You're going to run into a crap. And then you're going to get to a point where the odds start to really slide. And you're going to keep hitting them and keep spending money and keep spending money and keep spending money. So when you look up and you're going to say, Lord, what is going on? Because this shit is not in our favor right now. Don't give a damn if you're a driver, you're an owner operator, you're a mega owner, a fleet owner, a fucking mega company, whatever you want to call it, bro. It's not in your favor. Only reason why Swift and all these other companies are meant to go because they got the trucks. One truck breakdown, okay, let's send another one out. Oh, this low, okay, we made 200-300 off of this, 2,000-3,000. All right, cool. Let's send another one now. Let's make up for that. They got the firepower. We don't have the firepower. Motherfucker got 5 trucks, think they balling. Bro, you not balling. You struggling. You need about 500. For real, bro. I'm telling you. I'm with somebody right now that got 86 trucks. And he telling me, man, this shit is a curse. He's telling me that. Mama, he's from Moldova. He's telling me that. But he's still getting 5 more trucks. But then he telling me, so the thing is, he's chasing the bag. But his bag chasing is totally different when you copping trucks by the nickels.
You got to think, bro. If you got that many trucks, on average, let's do some numbers. If you're making per driver, let's say means you make $200 off of each driver after all the expenses. 250 times 85, that puts him at 21,000 for the month.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna cut you out right here and say this. Man, I kick it with my dog like I kick it with you.
Yeah.
He told me this out his mouth in his office. We sitting down. I said, I always ask him, how everything going? How your family going? Good. How's the business going? We get out of the truck I get out of a truck as the driver and ask, how your business going? He said, man, as long as I can get as close to zero on some of these trucks, I'm very happy. I said, that's crazy. As long as he could just balance out and get to zero. Because you got drivers doing some of everything out here. Even the trucks doing some of everything, man. And this shit is crazy, bro. If he's saying that, I wonder who else got something to say.
That is true.
Who else got something to say? As close to zero, he said, I'll be happy.
That is
Right. Shit crazy.
ultimately true.
It's crazy. And then another thing too, bro. You have to learn different. I heard you say this earlier this week when we was kicking it. You said when you start to get those trucks, you also need a mechanic on deck, on call, that can get you up and running in the same day. A lot of people don't understand that. And as I see other owner operators, well, fleet owners, I see them. That's one thing that they be missing because you sitting your truck down for 2, 3, 4 days and you still got insurance. You might have a note. You got a driver. He's not happy because he's in the town. Guess what? Parts are on back order. Now you got to wait a week for the part to get in and all this other shit. It's a lot going on, y'all. Ain't no money in trucking.
Yeah, you can't just solely rely on TA, Petro, Loves. Those are emergency only situation places at the last minute. I don't know, man. Trucking, it might get a little better, but I don't think it's gonna happen right now, bro.
Man, I've been
It
hearing
might.
people talk. They've talking about 2026. You said that last year. You said 2025. Then 2023 came. You said 2024. So by the time we get to 2028 and 2029, these autonomous trucks is gonna already be here.
There you go with that shit again.
They gonna be here, bro. Kodiak, look it up. I keep telling y'all that they on the
When they
stock
come?
market.
When they
Huh?
come?
They here already. They
When they
here, bro.
no
Yes, Kodiak.
when they gonna be mass produced and put out on the highway?
Bro, they are on the highway right now in Atlanta, going to Florida and going to Texas. They already running. They not running long routes. They just connecting the dots. So you about to see what's going on. Guess what? BNSF, what we talked about, the railroad companies, they're having long ass railroad. This is breaking news right now. Guess what? They having long ass routes. It's gonna stretch from Arizona out to Atlanta. We're gonna talk about that in breaking news when I break this news to y'all asses. But they already got y'all see this. They putting hundreds of goddamn trailers. They about to stretch it out from probably I-40 to I-40, I-30, whatever the damn, what is it, 30 out there, 20, whatever it is, out in Atlanta. What is it, 40, 20,
It's 20.
20, 20, yeah. Like for real, bro. I don't make this shit up. I really kick it with y'all, man. I feel like sometimes y'all be testing me, man. Sometimes I feel like y'all be testing me, and then they find out that the shit be real, and they be like, and they come back and sneak. Man, you be spitting that real shit. I've been following you since you. No, you been thinking I've been lying to y'all asses, and I really be reading stuff. I said I'm intrigued with the trucking industry because I want to know what's going on. I love technology and where it's got us to. Here it go to be it, and this is the BNSF right here. So these are the routes where it's going to. And it's telling you, it's telling you, bro. Like I don't make the news up. I just read the news and then I reiterate it to y'all. So they got all of these routes that's going from. It says it right here, coast to coast. The new introduction of coast to coast direct domestic intermodal services between Southern California and Charlotte, North Carolina. That's I-40. It's telling you right here. Can y'all see that? And it's also talking about the shit we just talked about. Phoenix, Arizona to Atlanta. It says it right here in black and white. I ain't make that up. I just want y'all to know that shit is going on in trucking, and that's why the rates are the rates. And they're gonna keep getting lower. Y'all keep telling people, oh, it's gonna get better. It's gonna keep getting better. No, it ain't gonna get better. because it's gonna get worse because technology is here. You see what I just showed y'all. How y'all feel when it's gonna be 20 of y'all, 30, 40,000 of y'all loads getting transported from east to west? What the rate, what the spot market going? Y'all love that word, spot market. What is gonna look like then? When they won't no longer have to pay the drivers, the owner operators, the fleet owners, which y'all been asking, because it ain't worth nothing because everything going on the fucking BNSF. What? I just look like this, y'all. I really read this shit.
But
And
hold
I'm
on,
pretty
somebody got to take that. I mean, all they're doing is just create more work for the rail yard, but at the same time, somebody got to take it and put it in the dough.
it ain't gonna be no truck driver.
You don't think so?
That's long over the road. Cause if you think like that, they're cutting out OTR. That's why I said local,
Hey,
you
key
probably
word. They want to cut out OTR.
they want to. They want to. They gonna find a way. You see what's going on, bro. They can put more. Have you ever seen the railroads and how they have all them trailers moving at one time? It'd be like hundreds of them going past, and you be driving on the road, you eating your donuts, listening to your podcast, and guess what? You that one trailer, but guess what? You see my hands how it's been going. That's how the trailers be going. By the tens and 20, you looking, you only one driver. Y'all all going the same direction, but it's carrying hundreds of trailers at one time. Probably thousands, because I never really sat there and clocked it. But this is where we going. Ain't no money in trucking. Ooh, we gonna have owner operators on here mad as hell. What you mean? We showed y'all. What you mean? You better get your money together. I hope you ain't depending on trucking to last you in the longevity run because ain't no longevity in this. It's about to come to an end quick, but I don't think it's gonna come all the way to an end. But it's definitely coming down to a close.
I think by the end, but when Trump leave office, I think it's gonna get real chaotic, bro.
Sheesh.
I think right now he's just holding on, maintaining while he in. But once he hit the kaboot, oh man, I think this whole country might be in total chaos. Because we don't know what we getting. We don't know who about to take the podium. You know? Ain't no favorite faces. Ain't no good favorite faces in DC right now who we could truly say we know or we like.
Can I say this? Is it gonna matter? Because out of all this shit that this man doing, it's called he's shaking some shit up. And sometimes it's good to do that. But when you shake some and leave, is the next person gonna be able to pick up the pieces and put it back together? Inflation.
What if we get another George Bush?
What year was he in? Which George Bush and what year are we talking about?
Junior.
I don't know.
Somebody who just only care about themselves. They don't really care about the economics of the United States. They want to help out their buddies and their friends and just take from the American people.
Can we afford another one of them? We already got one right now. I mean, he doing some things where he's even made me say, like, you know what, that was a good move. That was a good move too. But also, like, how many good moves is he gonna make really in our favor? When he was in his first term, it was cool. We talking about the orange man. It was cool. Everybody had money. Everybody had a couple dollars. And he said that everybody loved Trump. Oh my God, this is it. This is it.
Well, PPP loan was popping, wasn't it?
Everybody was eating SBA, EDD, PPP, goddamn everything, and people bought trucks and they was happy. And I'm glad you bought a truck because I was right with you. Bought my truck. You know what I'm saying? We have fun, but this is the polar opposite of what happened because now you got to pay some of that back. And this man was so smart, y'all, that it connected. Everything he's saying though is coming to pass, bro. He was so smart. In the book, in the Vanderbilt book, they said that you can give out all the money in the world to all the people at the bottom, but since this is a consumer-based economy, guess where it's gonna end up? Back in the people's hand who has the most power. And now we're seeing more billionaires than ever.
Mm-hmm.
This era that we in is creating more millionaires and more billionaires than we've ever seen in the history. And I think it was all a play, bro. I really do. And we fed into it.
Of course, this country is ran by the oligarchs. So if you go look up what an oligarch is, you better start living for your future.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, partner, if your ducks ain't in a row, you're gonna be another living statistic. And that go for everybody. Oligarchs don't look at no damn race. They only look at one race. And that's them green motherfucking dollar bills. Benjamin Franklin and Jackson. So without capitalism or capital, for say, you ain't got nothing. So everybody who wanna van life and all this different nomad shit, it's becoming a thing of the past. Because I don't know if you notice, it's a lot of multi-family development going on, bro. They building apartments left and right, left and right, left and right. To where, like, dang near every block finna get an apartment or a townhome or a duplex. They preaching regentification, regentification. Oh, I want this piece of property. I want this acreage cleared out. And now you're starting to see the animals. Even the deers are walking on major highways right now, bro. Because they past honey holes are gone. But all in all, trucking might do a little something. It might. But I think we just got to wait. We got to wait and see what's about to happen. I don't think Sean Duffy, I want to say he the right guy, but you can definitely tell it's a lot of people in his ear about a lot of shit. And he don't want to step on no toes. Just like that dude that Trump announced as border czar. When he was campaigning and when he came through and all that, oh, everybody needs to go and da 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 da. Now that motherfucker ain't so much as made a commercial or you seen him nowhere. My thing is, don't fake kick it with me. Tell me the truth, so I know how to move.
And that's the thing I was just about to say. My thing is, excuse me, I feel like Sean Duffy need to just take a step back and plug back into the people that run the trucking industry. Take a drive with a trucker just for 30 days. Don't even tell nobody that you're doing it for 2 months and see what's going on in the trucking industry. After that, go 30 days with an owner operator. Go 30 days with a fleet owner. Get your own synopsis of what's going on in the trucking industry. Don't let nobody tell you anything. Just like you just said. Too many people telling them everything. He can't possibly process what the fuck is really going on in the trucking industry. You can't. It's so much from the ground level all the way up where you can't possibly process all of that information. If somebody tell you, hey, yo, look at this, you can't unless you see it. Just like what happened this week. He had to react to that because he was forced to. That shit been going on for years, bro. Me and you just was talking about that. We didn't, well, I'm not going to throw you under the bus. I done made a fucking U-turn before. But I checked my mirror. Turned that. All right, let's get back to business. Everybody's done that before. Now all of a sudden something happens behind it. Now they doing an investigation. Now everything is attaching to, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. Why you ain't been did that? Why you ain't been did that? There's people out here. There's all type of shit going on in trucking, man. He can't possibly combat all the problems. Fucking mechanics ripping people off. Price
Oh,
gouging. Price gouging on the fuel. Broker care. What is it? The transparency. Somebody gotta come and say something. Maybe we need to run for goddamn secretary. Maybe we need to do it. They need a face like ours that's been experienced. I don't think that man probably ain't never drove no motherfucking truck in his life. For real. How you gonna tell us? How you gonna try to, man, come on, bro. A degree ain't gonna help us right now. We need somebody that's on the ground with the people. I should be that person. Get his ass up out of office. Let me do it. I bet you I had this bitch booming like 86, 88 for sure, bro. I have it booming for my people.
man,
Everybody be making money.
my thing is motherfuckers don't really do nothing until it happens. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell they play a blind eye to a lot of shit that goes on in the world. But the moment something happens, oh, that's when we need to step in and do something. Well, hey, this been going on for the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Even longer than that. I just said 30 just as a short number. But it's been going on for longer than that. Now all of a sudden in 2025, y'all want to do something about it. No. You can't keep pacifying bullshit, bro. You can't. I don't know, but I'm anxious to see. You seeing a lot of new faces in the trucking industry, especially on the women's side. It's a lot of new women, bro. A lot.
They fine as a motherfucker too. I ain't gonna. All of them fine to me.
And they're young. 21, 23, 24, 25. Mm-hmm. People that don't want to go to the army right now, that's where they're going, to the trucking industry.
I like what I see. There's a lot of fine ass women out there, and it's easy to get distracted in this trucking industry, especially right now. You got TikTok going on, all the women on there looking good because they working and they ambitious and they have a goal and they are also creators. I love a creative woman, man, that can put, manifest the shit and make it come into reality. That's a turn on. But we also have to realize what we dealing with, man. When we see them on there posting, we dealing with lust because if y'all on there with y'all ass out, I'm sure I'm watching. I'm not commenting, but I'm watching. And that's just how, they creating content.
You can't knock them for that because they hustling, bro. Even for the ones that got OnlyFans, bro, they getting it. I
just thought about something. You've been saying that for a minute. That only makes sense to be a hustler, but being something that where you getting attention. Trucking has really been one of those careers and one of those things you can get into and really blow up. And then you could do your OnlyFans. Because we talked about that. There's some girls out here, they thick and they moving. They at the aisle shaking that little thing. You be, ooh, I got me a little. Where else to advertise other than this dude over here got a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? He driving the truck. He lonely. He going, yeah, you just high maintenance with it. I don't knock it though. I don't knock it at all. I like to see it.
I don't like it at all. But at the same time, when something happened to them, you better have something to protect yourself at all costs.
That's all. Yeah, it's a dirty game.
It is weirdos out here in this world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like what old boy say? Bitch, don't be too comfortable. Please don't get too comfortable.
Future. That's future for sure. Yeah.
Please don't get too.
Yeah, that come with it too. But I know that they smart enough to move with something that to protect them. But I just like looking at it. That's it. I don't indulge in none of that. I'm not getting on the OnlyFans, none of that. But you know, if that's what you do, more power to you. You know, I guess it's money in trucking if you doing that though. You know what I'm saying? You shaking that little ass or whatever you doing for, you know what you doing for, and hop on OnlyFans. It's a hustle at the end of the day. But us, bro, as me as being a company driver and you being the owner operator, people are getting to see it from two different spectrums, you know. And we both came to the same conclusion. There's no money in this shit unless you have a plan and you're implementing and executing your plan. That's it.
So how much money as a company driver? How much money you think you could sustain with, or you be comfortable with as a company driver?
Bro, I'm gonna be good regardless. I don't know about nobody else.
I need a dollar. I need a dollar.
You asked the wrong person that, because I
need a
can
dollar,
survive.
man.
I can survive off anything. But if you talking about anybody else, probably 1,500 a week, they'd be straight. 1,200 a week, they'd be straight.
1,200?
It'd be straight. That's $4,800.
OTR 1,200.
I mean, there's some people getting 1,200 for sure. Let's say 15. We ain't gonna cheat nobody.
I'm comfortable with 15, but 1,200.
It's some 1,200s out here.
Goddamn $1,200 check. I'm cutting up.
It's some 1,200s out here. They ain't speaking. It's 1,200s for sure. I talked to somebody. She make it.
They probably masturbating every day. Just mad driving the truck.
What? Hey yo.
Hey yo. Mad as hell.
Where did we go with that at? That just shit came sideways.
Masturbating every day. Mad as hell. Making 1,200.
God.
Because my mama always told me, don't no woman want no broke man. And if you was a poor man, you don't need to be in no relationship.
That's for damn sure. Because all you're gonna do is stress yourself out even more. And you're gonna stress her out.
Yeah. Both of y'all struggling to take care of your bills. You know, light bill come up, cell phone come up, food, groceries as high as giraffe coochie, boy.
I just told you I was at Walmart. I down there was trying to put some of that shit back, but it was a bad one behind me. I'm like, damn, I'm stuck now because it looked like necessities that I need and essentials. If
why
she would
you
have been
asking
like,
for a few dollars?
nah, I ain't coming in like that. You gonna finish how you start. That ain't how I'm trying to start. I put
If a bad woman let me, I'm gonna ask, let me hold about $40 real quick.
She goes, no, if she a real one.
Now that's a test. That's just a test.
I like that. I like that.
Now, if she have a nasty, what the fuck you think this is? All right. Skeezel. And I'm gonna keep on moving.
Hey, you heard what Gilly did with his girl on the first date? He asked her, can she ice the, that's his wife. Asked her, can she ice the tab? Can she pay the tab? She said, yeah, had no problem. They went on with the date. At the end of the day, he gave her 400. Here, take this. That was a test.
That's what you're supposed to do.
For sure.
I mean, because bro, this day and age, you can take an ugly duckling and go get them a BBL antibody. The mommy makeovers costing them about $5,000. I got $5,000 to spare for a mommy makeover to make me an ugly duckling to a swan. You know, and take me a couple photos on IG, shit, and an OnlyFans and Twitter. I'm gonna get my 5G back.
No, for sure. I don't know about all that, but I mean that's what guys out here doing, and the girls doing it for themselves too. I like, man, just give me a real one, man. Let us take over the world. That's it. Other than that, Yeah. Other than that, bro, I ain't focused. We locking in on educating the people, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
A real woman.
Yeah, a real one. A real woman. Yeah, a real one.
And how you gonna identify?
Only time will tell, bro. Only time will tell.
So you don't put women through tests?
I do. I definitely do.
What
This
is?
ain't for this ain't for that. We ain't about to go down that rabbit hole,
Oh, we
man.
need to. We
They
need
they
to. We got
they
to.
gotta
They gotta
they gotta
subscribe.
they gotta subscribe to the channel. Let us know at the bottom of the comments if y'all really want to know what does he do? What do men do? And we'll tell you. We might have Tracy up here. She'll let you know some things that men do for
She
real.
begging to come back, bro. She
She just
begging.
called. She just called me too. I ain't answered because we was on this podcast. But hey, y'all know what this is, man. Y'all got a game. Y'all got the
30,000.
game.
We'll get a phone. We'll get a phone. I also need what? I need about 4 people.
Man, you
Uh,
need more.
I
My
need 4
my
people.
guy right here, he want 100 people right now. We not lowballing no more, bro. You valuable. You
I
very
just want to go
valuable.
live. That's all I want to do. Fat man want to go live, bro.
Shout out your page, bro. Tell them where you at.
Truck
Tell them.
Mafia. Truck
What's the
Mafia
site?
one. Huh?
What is where your hitter at on YouTube?
My hitter. What the fuck is that? I'm still learning that shit.
Your
What the hell is
handle,
it?
man. Give me your handle, trucker.
Oh, it's damn.
Can you see? Can y'all see it? There you go. That's IG, right? He at the bottom right here at IG. Y'all can get with him right there. Or I got something even better for y'all. This my guy right here. He is on Instagram and he is this. This is hitter right here, y'all. Y'all get with it. Y'all see it. We need y'all to subscribe so we can start going live and he can grow his community. Because guess what? He got a lot of gems. He's a walking library, like for real. Y'all see him in the industry. Y'all see him creating content, cutting the fuck up, laughing, making y'all crack the fuck up. This is what he do, man. Mark Burks, 57. That's his YouTube. Tap in, man. We need everything that we ask for from y'all. If y'all like what y'all see, donate to the cause, man. This is when we get to a certain number, all we're gonna do is break bread with each other. We don't cash out, we just keep going all in every time. We appreciate everybody who's
I
following.
don't need no damn money, especially I don't need no money from this shit. I just like doing it. It's a passion of mine.
Me
It's a
too.
hobby.
Me
And
too.
I know my kids watch me, you know what I'm saying? And they older than yours, but what is that?
This shit costs, bro. And it costs to stream, bro. We streaming right now. That
Uh,
costs.
I know my children watch me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't
Shout out to
shout
the
out my
kids.
kids because I don't want them to think like, oh, that's my dad. Everybody know, oh, that's my dad. He make content. That nigga's funny, or he's a goofy. I
No,
be
you a
that.
cool. No, you an intelligent guy. Even though that's what I would be wanting to tell people. Even though people be funny, they really walk in libraries. You can ask them anything. I bet you if you see him on the street in real life and just ask him, say, look, bro, I need to know this about the truck industry. He gonna have the answer 85 to 95% of the time. It might be his accuracy might be out on 100. You know, I might be hating and don't want to give him the whole 100. But he's a walking library. Ask him. He know, man. With me, you know who I am, man. We do what we do. We get busy, man. I love creating content, but I also would like y'all to support, man. You don't have to donate, but just like, subscribe, and share. This your boy 18 Willing. You got anything to say before we log off, brother?
Where we going?
Another video. We'll see y'all in a minute. We're going to the top, baby.
Bye.
Peace.